For those of you listening on the pod,
welcome to hour two. All right. So let's hit. Yeah. Also, if you want to join the Patreon group, best way to support the show, scan the QR code in the upper right or go to patreon.com/Packer fan total access. $3 get you access to everything in there. And you're going to have the Chalk Talk episodes like this one we're about to do here in the second hour. It will be available on there, as well as all the other content that we got, including this report we're going to hit on right quick. Actually, you can already see the Chalk Talk is uploaded in there. The videos are already ready to go. Okay, so you guys already have access to what we're going to break down tonight. But what, Jacob? What's your prop?
He's laughing at the same thing I am. I know he is.
All right, so 2-0 for this is 22 feels so weird for a wide receiver. Afam says, is he really wearing 22? Daryl comes in surprisingly again. He's been on a roll lately with some actual information. He says Deuce Watts is the last wide receiver to wear number 22 out of Tulane.
Don't listen too much Taylor Swift.
Daryl had his first kiss at 22. Daryl catching strays even when he's rocking. Sorry, buddy.
Here's the guy.
Jesus.
Sometimes I'm excited about getting on this show after work. And then I get in here and I go, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing?
Why did we do that?
This is what we built.
And then we got Rob Westerman here going, I'm just going to have to sit back and watch this thing crash and burn. That's what
Rob Westerman's like, I was here under the assumption we were going to talk ball.
Yeah.
Wrong.
I know Rob was laying stripes earlier, so I'm proud of him.
Keep flipping through the channels, Rob. You got the wrong show if you're expecting anything constructive over here. I promise you. So, CJ, and apparently he wants to remember the 22 people drafted before him. Really? I didn't think about that.
Nice.
But he also wore number 2 in college, too. So.
Yeah, I feel like you may have made that up, but I'm going to go with it because I think that's awesome.
But it also, it seems extremely accurate as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep, let's do it.
All right, so this scouting report we put together earlier in the process on April 4th. Jacob, are you done yet? This Monday is lit.
Get ready to go.
No, it's not, Chuck. Don't encourage this. So we already put the scouting report together, his high school numbers, his numbers coming out of college, the full breakdown. That's what you get on Patreon. There's the PFF card, get the RAS card, all that good stuff, right? But today we added in Dane Brugler's scouting report, all right? Just want a quick refresher, then we'll jump right into Chalk Talk and show you some tape of how he may or may not fit into this Green Bay offense. So one-year starter at Texas Golden was a Z receiver and head coach Steve Sarkisian's RPO pro-style spread offense and was used across the formation with heavy motion 76% of the time, where snaps out wide, 23.9% were in the slot. After 2 promising seasons in Houston's air raid scheme, he was an underrated addition for the Longhorns in 2024 and proved especially valuable when it mattered most, averaging 102.8 receiving yards over his final 4 games, SEC championship, and 3 playoff games. Fluid in and out of his breaks, Golden shows a plan as a route runner. I love his ability to break down corners by keeping his eyes, hips, and feet in sync. That coordination also translates to the catch point where he's very natural ball skills to track, frame, and finish. Overall, it might bother some teams that he doesn't have better size, but Golden also doesn't have any glaring flaws to his game that would keep him from becoming a productive pro. He can play inside or outside and become the go-to target for an NFL offense. So the strengths are average size measurables, but doesn't play small. Graceful athlete with outstanding control and release and route breaks. Uses different techniques to make corners feel his presence, opening cornerbacks and curls. Favorite route is a 14-yard curl. You're going to see it like 3 or 4 times on this Chalk Talk. When he runs this curl, inside break is a curl, outside is a hitch, right? So he'll run the inside break curl, and then as he curls inside, he works back to the outside. It's really cool. It's like he'll curl inside, fade out, catch the ball, then jab step back inside and make guys miss. You'll see it over and over and over. Really, really cool how he worked that curl route for sure. So let's see here. Where was I at? Okay, stem burst creates separation on posts and corners. Above average focus at catch point with fast, steady hands. Superb body control to turn and frame the football midair. Tracks ball well down the field. Often had to slow and adjust his track with Quinn Ewers' noodle arm deep balls. Much stronger than expected, especially when finishing catches through contact. Impressive awareness post-catch. Immediately changing run angles to make the first man miss. That kind of goes along with that 14-yard curl we talked about. Averaged at least 20 yards per catch in 10 of his 16 games in 24. Returned 2 kickoffs for touchdowns at 23, career 25.8 yards per kick return. So he had 28 attempts for 722 yards and 2 touchdowns. Very self-confident, embraces competition, emerged as the top option in Texas's talent-rich wide receiver room in 24. Coaches trusted him to play every wide receiver position in the playbook. We've also got a background in there. You guys go check it out in the Patreon group. It's just one of the many things that you have access to in there. Hit that super chat.